recording now. Think a single grateful thought, and you will see how true this simple statement is. The next time you are about to depreciate a gift that is given you, pause a moment and open your heart to receive that gift with gratitude. Then notice how your experience of the gift and relationship with the giver is transformed. The next time you are poised to judge or condemn another, pause a moment and let that person into your heart. Bless where you would condemn. Judge not, and be glad that you have not judged. Feel the release that comes to you when you let another be free of your narrow perceptions. When I said to turn the other cheek, I instructed you to demonstrate to your brother that he could not hurt you. If he cannot hurt you, you cannot be guilty for his attack on you. And if he is not guilty, then he does not have to punish himself. When you turn your cheek, you are not inviting your brother to hit you again. You are reminding him that there is no injury. You are telling him that you know that you cannot be unfairly treated. You are demonstrating to him your refusal to accept attack, for you know you are worthy and lovable in that moment. And knowing your worthiness, you cannot fail to see his. The violations and trespasses of this world will end when you refuse to be a victim or a victimizer. Then you will step out of the circle of fear, and all that you do and say will be filled with grace. This you will each experience. Christ will be born in you as it was in me. But first you must set aside all unworthiness, all scarcity thinking, all resentment, all need to attack or defend. First you must learn to turn the other cheek. It seems that there are two worlds, but truly there is only one. Fear is but the lack of love. Scarcity is but the lack of abundance. Resentment is but the lack of gratitude. Something cannot be lacking unless it was first present in abundance. Without presence, absence has no meaning. This is like a game of hide and seek. Someone has to hide first. Who will it be? Will it be you or me? Perhaps it will be the Creator himself. In truth, it matter not. When it is your turn, you will hide, and your brother will find you, as I found him. Everyone gets a turn to hide, and everyone eventually is found. The world of duality emanates from wholeness, and to wholeness returns. What is joined separates and comes together again. This is a simple dance. It need not be fearful. I invite you to enter the dance without taking yourself too seriously. None of you are professional dancers, but every one of you is capable of learning the steps. When you step on someone else's toe, a simple sorry will do fine. You're all learning at the same time, and mistakes are to be expected. Freedom from attachment. People who excel in the physical manifestation of their ideals learn to set realistic goals and to implement them in a flexible way, responding to the conditions at hand. If you want to understand what flexibility means, watch the behavior of a young sapling in the wind. The trunk is thin and fragile, yet it has awesome strength and endurance. That is because it moves with the wind, not against it. When conditions are right for something to happen, it will happen without great effort. When conditions are not right, even great effort will not succeed. Moving with the wind requires a sensitivity to the conditions at hand. There are times to rest and retreat, and times to move energetically forward. Knowing when to move and when not to move is a matter of common sense and intuition. Abstract thinking by itself cannot lead to true perception. It needs to be combined with emotional sensitivity. To see things accurately, you must understand your emotional investment in a situation, as well as its external appearance or behavior. Both inner and outer realities must be taken into account. Some people say that the inner reality determines the outer reality. Others say that the outer determines the inner. Both are true. The chicken wouldn't be there without the egg, or vice versa. Cause and effect are not linear and sequential. they manifest simultaneously. They are circular in nature. Not only does cause determine effect, but effect also determines cause. The answer to the question which came first, the chicken or the egg, can only be neither or both. The chicken and the egg are simultaneous creations. All either-or questions must be answered in the same way, or the answer will be false. Supreme reality cannot be apprehended from a dualistic frame of reference. It includes both inner, subjective reality and outer, objective reality, as well as their mutual, spontaneous interplay. All opposites are contained within it. Supreme reality is the creation of total acceptance, total surrender, total, all-inclusive love. There is nothing that is separate from it. Even when trees are uprooted and swept away downstream, there is no tragedy, for there is no difference between the tree and the stream. In contrast to the flow of supreme reality, there is resistance, which gives birth to various conditions. Distinctions, comparisons, and judgments arise, and the natural flow is interrupted. The nature of supreme reality is to say, yes, it has a natural exuberance and enthusiasm. It would take all things with it. It is happiness personified, for it takes everyone and everything as itself. Resistance always says no. By nature it brings conflict and struggle. It would oppose everything, and so it is unhappiness personified. Where there is no resistance, there is no unhappiness. Unhappiness always resists some condition. It establishes itself on some interpretation for or against. The root of unhappiness is attachment. Now, I'm not asking you to give up all your attachments. That, my friend, is not a realistic goal. I simply ask you to become aware of your attachments, your perceptions, your interpretations for or against. I simply ask you to notice how you have made your happiness conditional. If you want to understand the unconditional, look at the tree moving in the wind. That is the best metaphor you will find. The tree has deep roots and wide branches. It is fixed below, flexible above. It is a symbol of strength and surrender. You can develop the same strength of character by moving flexibly with all the situations in your life. Stand tall and be rooted in the moment. Know your needs, but allow them to be met as life knows how. Do not insist that your needs be met in a certain way. If you do, you will offer unnecessary resistance. The trunk of the tree snaps when it tries to stand against the wind. Move in the wind. Your life is a dance. It is neither good nor bad. It is a movement, a continuum. Your choice is a simple one. You can dance or not. Deciding not to dance will not remove you from the dance floor. The dance will continue on around you. The dance will go on, and you are part of it. There is a simple dignity in this. I encourage you to enjoy the simple grace of being alive. If you are seeking a greater meaning in life, you will be disappointed. Beyond the dance, there is no meaning. All conditions open of themselves to the unconditional. Simply be open and present, and you will fall into the arms of God. But resist even for a moment, and you will get caught in a needless tangle of your own making. Human beings cannot be free of conditional reality because conditional reality is a creation of human consciousness. Stop trying to escape your own creations. Simply accept them as the tree accepts the wind. Your dignity lies in becoming fully human, fully receptive to your own needs and those of others. Compassion comes not by cutting yourself off from the range of emotional experience, but by participating fully in it. Some have said that this would be a painful place. That is absurd. The world is neither joyful nor painful, or you may say it is both at once. This would be a birthing place for the emotional and mental body. physical birth and death simply facilitate the development of a thinking, feeling consciousness, which is responsible